So nothing is really guaranteed, and we're all just figuring out how we navigate through this world, because we all have our different challenges that we are actually facing on a daily basis, and everything might seem like it's out of control, chaotic in a way, but we really need to understand that as humans we are more complex than we actually want to be, and we want to simplify everything in a way that suits us, or in a way that aligns with what we want to achieve. And understanding that not everything will work out the way that you want to is a really like good learning curve, because then you understand that okay, disappointment is part of the journey, and how we react to certain emotions also validates us, also or changes how we also view the world. Because for instance, right now I'm a product of all my choices I've made from childhood to now, and the choices I'm still making, like currently recording this video and choosing to be putting myself out there and so forth. So the more you experience, the more you grow, the more you learn, and others break from experiences and others grow from the experiences. And the notion of thinking like you might have it all figured out, or like there's a plan that you might follow for you to actually achieve everything or get everything done the way that you want to, it's kind of delusional in a way, because you only have as much control, but you only have the control that you actually have. The absolute control is only mainly on the action that you take, but not just like, let me give you an example. Like for instance, in science, for every action there's an equal reaction. So your part is the action part, and the reaction part is something that's out of your control, but you can do certain things to ensure the required reaction actually does take place. So that's also something that you should also keep in mind. And on a daily basis, we have to interact with different people who have different mindsets, and also who are experiencing life from their own point of view, because we all view the world from our point of view, and everyone is like the star in their own point of view, because their eyes, like your life, you've always seen the world from your eyes, from how you see it, from how everything is, and your world revolves around you, and so does everyone else's. And simplified, we figured out how to cooperate as a society and grow together and get stuff done, which is marvelous on its own. And somehow we have managed to keep a certain level of individuality and personality of who we actually are as a person. And it's crazy, because right now I'm working on different stuff, random stuff, and most days you never even know, like, okay, is this even gonna work? You even question yourself. But what you always need to understand is like, if what the world thinks, what's more important is what you're willing to do with your life. It's yours after all, and you do something with it, you're the one who benefits. You do nothing with it, the consequences are all on you. So roll the dice. I mean, think less about it's important to think about others. I mean, the more you progress in life, or the more people you have around you, like let's say families who rely on you, the more you have to be more cautious of the choices and the risks that you take, because then it's no longer just about you. You're just a small part, and now it's about the people who are putting their trust in you. And that's also kind of epic in a way, because now you've got a reason to fight for, and you also have to be more cautious, because now you can't just take any risk, because so longer just you're going to feel the pain or the impact of that. And that's the craziest thing of all. But just want to let you know, guys, that life will always be crazy. We always have challenges, and we always have shit that will bring you down, pull you down. But let's try to keep your head up. Like, let's try to keep moving, keep the momentum. And momentum is really awesome, because it's one thing that will always like keep you moving. For instance, like every step I take backwards, the step I'm moving further away from you, and every step I take forward is a step I'm moving closer to you. And that's really the main thing. So momentum, like it actually does build on from time to time, and repetition. So just try to maintain repetition, consistency, and reevaluate everything, because you might not feel the same thing. Like I've got goals and things that I was more passionate about many years ago that were important to me then, and now different things are important to me. So that's also important for you to understand, like that's growth, because everything will keep changing, and the things that were important to you then will not be important to you now. You also need to keep on, so you need to have different plans as well, not just the short term also, but also the long term. And you also need to start reevaluating the people that you keep in your life, because most friendships are not even that beneficial in the first place. You start to realize the more that you interact with people, like, okay, this is too one-sided, they gain more from this than I do. And then you start to realize certain priceless relationships that you build that are like people who really do give a shit about your existence. When they say, how are you? They're not just expecting the I'm fine, but they want to know every single thing that's going on in your life. And that's just marvelous, having people like that who actually do care. And the craziest thing is when you're with something you're working on and nobody sees it. I mean, that's the thing about visions. Not everyone is supposed to see it until you actually make it happen. So it's your mindset, it's in your head. I feel like dreams are like free, ideas are like free, but it's you who's got to put in the work to actually make that happen, to make it come into fruition. Because everyone can think, but no one really wants to. And having a great idea is just half the battle. The best and the better half is actually making that happen. It's not really like the completion that's amazing, but the journey from an idea to making it happen. Now that's the process. That's something that you really need to start to enjoy. I mean, finding something that you enjoy at that basic level, or where like you enjoy the process of it, might keep you going further and further. Like for instance, like faith is awesome, but faith minus action does no miracles in the first place. It just becomes close to not even hope. Hope is way more than that. So whatever you believe in, at least just go for it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is you do nothing and you stay where you are. So you make a move and fail. At least you learn something, didn't work, and you also actually did something with your life. And most days, I felt like I kept repeating cycles, because day by day, you just kept doing the same things, the same things, and it became like super repetitive to where I couldn't even stand the days that I used to have fun with. And recently I've been introducing new things into my routine, making it more and more interesting each and every single day, so it makes it more fun. Like you're waking up to do something exciting, not the same thing you wake up to morning, wake up, repeat, do the same thing, go to sleep, wake up, repeat the same thing. I mean, like introducing new things and finding new ways of doing the same things that you've already done in a different way. That's also amazing as well. And today has been a great day, and I'm just happy that I got to talk and just talk about random stuff. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. Peace out.